Today we're... Yeah. Tweet. Yeah. America, yeah. Hello. 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 Tweet, tweet, tweet. Is the window open? Regular morning. I can hear the soft singing of birds from the garden. A cool breeze blows across my face. I feel the sunlight hitting my eyelids. Oh, yeah. I feel the sunlight hitting my eyelids. A quiet, gentle atmosphere. A gentle morning. Morning? Guess I fell asleep last night as Akira cared for me and slept till now. Lying down, my body feels heavy. But I feel much better than I did yesterday. I decided to open my eyes and sit up. And... Whoa! Ah, the little rascal finally woke up. I see Arcueid's face right in front of me. Hmm? My brain goes blank and stops working due to this unexpected event. My mouth opens and closes, but my voice seems to be missing. Seriously, what's going on? Arcueid is in front of me. This is my room. It's past 9 o'clock in the morning. She's come inside still wearing her shoes. That's all I know for now. You liar. We promised to meet again yesterday. She must be in a pretty mad mood as her eyes have lost their usual beauty. No, not lost at all. Being this close, her beauty is more vivid than usual. Arcueid glares at me as I lay in bed. Wait, Arcueid, why are you in my room this morning? I start to shout, but I stop myself. If I shouted now, Hisu would come here and all be over. Everything is still chaotic, but my brain can grasp that much. Anyway, move. Just going into someone's room thinking a sleeping person, don't you know how awful that is? What's with that attitude? I came here because you broke your promise. Sleeping while making someone wait? That's no world what you were planning. She stares at me ill-temperedly. I calm down. That's right. I really did break my promise to meet Arcueid last night. Hmm. I finally understand the situation. I understand why Arcueid's angry. I understand. But to do this, to come in someone's room and still wearing shoes like that, what does she intend to do? Seeing that the window is open, she can probably came in through there. I see. Since I broke my promise, I'm at fault here. But sneaking in here is going a little far, you know. This isn't your house, Shiki. Oh shit. She gives a quick report. You know, I was really angry before and waited for many hours as I realized you weren't coming. I got so incredibly angry. Seeing I was never let this happen again, I ripped your throat out. She speaks, looking ill-tempered. Do you get it, Shiki? That feeling, I couldn't resist it. Even though I knew I should calm down, the more I thought about it, the angrier I got. And if she felt that way, her red eyes seemed to blame me. Yeah, I guess you can't help yourself. Giving thanks to God, my neck is still attached. I keep the conversation going. Isn't it? And I stuck in here, but since you were sleeping, I decided to wait. At least I wanted to hear your excuse. And since I didn't have anything to do, I watched your sleeping face. Yeah, your sleeping face was very quiet. It was almost scary. Sleeping like you were dead, I started feeling uneasy because I thought that maybe you would never wake up. I sigh. If you were uneasy, then you should have woke me. I'm uneasy when you're next to me. But I thought it would be a waste. I don't know what I look like when I sleep, but I thought it would be real good if I slept like you did. Wondered why you looked so peaceful while I watched you sleep. While I was doing that, my anger disappeared, and then you woke up. Then you've been here this whole time, from last night until now? Yeah, people from this house came in a few times, but I hid myself, so it was okay. Girl also, yeah, a girl also came to wake you up, but I didn't like her, so I sent her away. Arcoid What? What did you do? What did she do to my goat? But I didn't like her, so I sent her away. Arquid laughed brightly. Wait, you sent her away? How? I wasn't rough. Did I tell you before that vampires have mystic eyes of enchantment? Merely used suggestion on her, saying that Chica's already gone to school, and She was like on school and didn't leave any memory of her meeting me. No memory? You really are a troublesome person. Well, even if she is troublesome, at least she took care not to be detected. I bring my hands to my head as I sigh. Alright, sorry for yesterday, Arcueid. I don't know if this is making up for it, but I won't break any more promises. Yeah, I promise. I look her right in the eye as I declare this. Are you sure? I'm sure, because now I realize your revenge is scary. Still lying down, I raise my hands in surrender. All of a sudden, her bad mood disappears completely. Arcueid gets a satisfied nod and says, Alright. Arcueid finally gets away from the bed. She's sneaking into someone's bed like that. Anything about how hard the sheets would get clean if you left a mess from your shoes? Complaining, I get up from bed. Arcueid stands in the center of the room, watching me as I slowly raise myself from bed. Hey, what are you doing? What am I doing? I'm just waiting for you to change. You're not going to go out in those clothes, right? Oh, yeah. No one walks around in pajamas. Wait, Arcueid? Yeah, I think we spent the day together, Cheeky. Sorry, I'm eating. Give me a sec. Okay. Donga, donga! Chick, chicken jet. Alright. Well, yeah, no one walks around in pajamas. Wait, yeah, I think we spent the day together, Shiki. You said you'd make up for breaking your promise. Wouldn't, didn't you? Arcade says as casually as it was the most natural thing in the world. Today all day. What are you saying? I go to school. Hey, you even said you were sure. Are you choosing school over me, Shiki? He's got me there. Uh, it's safe. It can't be helped. I'll go with Arcueid. Muncher. I glance at the clock. It's already past 9. I'd be late even if I went to school now, and to be honest, going with Arcade is more fun than going to school. Alright, I'll spend the day with you. But if we go into the city during the day, I don't think there'll be any dead around. I don't care about that. I just want to walk around, so even if it is daytime, it doesn't matter. What? Aren't we making up for last night, going to look for vampires? Yes, of course we'll look tonight. But you have to help me all day and night would be hard, so during the day I thought we could relax. I think that'd be more fun too, but just the two of us walking around, that's like what they call a date in the real world. Date! Damn. Date. Okay. Maybe you can't say that with a vampire like Arcueid, but I suppose she's telling me to take her out for some fun. For me, I really need to I need to get ready mentally and what's wrong, Shiki? Your face is turning red. Uh, I cover her face with my hands and look away. Certainly, it's just been the two of us many times before, but those were emergency situations. It was more like a pact of cooperation than anything between a man and a woman. That's why, no matter how pretty I thought she was, I tried not to notice it. But if without any danger, without any purpose, The two of us just walk around and might notice something I never noticed before, and it makes me hesitate. Suki? Hey, are you going to school after all? No way. I said I'd do it, so I will. I don't know what you're thinking, but walking around shouldn't be a problem. Then it's decided, let's go. Missed something. She walks toward the window she snuck in earlier. Wait a minute. I'm gonna change, so you can look outside for a while? What, did you call me? Oh, yes, no. Just go outside, I'll be out soon. Okay, I'll wait outside. I waited this long, so don't make me wait any longer, Shiki. She jumps out the window with the lightness of a cat. I hear the rustling of the trees outside. She didn't jump to the ground, but along the tree branches. With a body like that, it should have been easy getting in here undetected. This isn't the time to be pressed. I have to sneak out without Hisui noticing. I change to some normal clothes, open the door slightly. I look around to make sure no one's in the hallway and tiptoe outside. Luckily, no one saw me as I made my way out. Arcueid is looking the other way as she mumbles to herself. Thanks for waiting. Come on, let's go. If we stick around here, Kawaku will find us. Eh? Oh yeah, I should go. Completely different from before, her words seem very empty. What is it? This isn't like you at all. Did something happen again just now? No, nothing really. I said the again part strong, but her words are still hollow. It seems like she's planning something. I feel kinda scared. Are you feeling sick because it's daytime? There's no need to force yourself to go out. If it's hard for you, then we can stop. I feel fine right now. But seeing this wall reminded me of last night. Huh? About last night. You know why you waited for me at the park? Yes. I guess you with all my strength and snuck into your room, but it seems strange when I think about it now. Why was I so angry back then? It's just a little promise. Thinking she doesn't get it, Arcueid crosses her arms in thought. Ah, that's right. Maybe you get it, Cheeky? You always tell me I'm so stupid. Maybe you can understand? Hey, if you don't understand herself, then how should you expect me to? No way I understand, but if I had to respond. Um, Probably because you're selfish, right? What? I don't. What? Because you're a vampire? Sure. Because you hate me? I've been able to meet you on time with a lot of horrible things to you. Leaving my feelings about Arcueid aside, I calmly analyze the situation. Is that so? This is the first time I ever felt emotions towards someone, so I don't really understand it myself. After being quiet for a few moments, she raises her head. Shiki, do you hate me? And asks me, Arcueid stares at me saying, I don't hate you, that's why I'm helping you. For now, that's the honest truth. I see. Maybe I feel the same way too. Arcueid gives an ambiguous nod. I'm not sure if she understands. Does that clear it up? Then let's go, Arcueid. Do you have anywhere in mind? I don't know, so I'll let you decide. Just take me wherever. So, still, she told me we're going somewhere, and now it's this? Oh well, I'm not sure what kind of place she likes, but I'll take her to a good hangout place. Well then. Okay. Hmm. Bath alley? Fuck no. Definitely not number two. That just seems. She. So. Hmm. I'm leaning towards one. Hmm. Time. Yeah. For the time being, the movie theater is always a safe bet. As long as the movie you choose is good, it can't be boring. This place is always pretty lively. I don't know what's here. Arcade walks right next to me. On the way, actually, even now, everyone around us keeps casting glances our way. Doesn't need to be said, but it's probably because Arcueid really stands out. Like with these, oh yeah. Anyway, I'm aware of that a little, but everyone else's reaction makes me even more conscious of it, and it's a bit troubling. Arcueid just acts normally, just like she normally does, but I can't help but be overwhelmed by her femininity. I can't seem to make any meaningful conversation. Hey, do you hear me, Shiki? I'm asking you where you're going. Oh, well. Most couples here usually go to the movie theater. I point to the movie theater in front of us. Movie theater. Watching a movie then. The princess does not... the the princess does not seem to be pleased. What? What? But, after coming this far, I don't have a choice. So I don't have any clue what would please a vampire girl in the first place. Because I've gone this far, I just have to prepare myself for her to say, boring. Just go in. If you're dissatisfied, we can always split up here. Not really dissatisfied. Giving a sight, Arcueid follows me. She slumps her shoulders as to say, you good for nothing, guy. I'm going to go buy tickets for you to see. Let's see, there's a romance and a romance and a romance. This thing here kind of stinks. To be honest, I want to go back to any one of them is fine. They really all look the same. Yeah, I'll just buy one. I get in the shortest line and buy 2 tickets. Here you go. Just show this ticket when we go in. They'll take half the ticket, but that's how it's supposed to be, so don't get angry. I don't know that much. Y'all don't think I know anything, cheeky. I don't know, that's not it. I thought maybe you didn't know much about human society. I have some knowledge of it stored away. I don't know at least about a movie theater. Give me a small oh. Give me a small She turns her face away and walks towards the theater. It was a mistake. I knew taking a vampire to a movie theater would be too dull. We exit the theater. We watched a romance. It wasn't exactly boring, but not terribly interesting either. It was a typical French movie, focused less on breathtaking scenes and concentrated more on creating a calm atmosphere. As we leave the theater, Arcueid walks with me wordlessly. Uncomfortable silence. Maybe she would have been happier if it was an action flick or a horror movie. Hey, Arcueid. Yeah, it was really fun, Shigi. What? Fun, Arcueid? Yeah, and hearing about and seeing it were 2 entirely different things. Even though I knew some background information about it, what movie theater was, my imagination fell short of reality. I know. Hmm. Wait. Hold on. I'm looking at OBS, and when you were talking, it didn't give anything. So I think you've been silent for the past. Yeah. Oh my god. Here, let me stop recording. Okay, hold on, guys. We're gonna real quick fix this. Okay, guys, sorry. We had to fix that.
Yeah. We're back, though. Yeah, for some reason they couldn't hear me, so you couldn't hear all the fire things I was saying. Okay, so I'll back up on what I was saying there. So...
You can, like, barely hear him in the recording.
You can barely hear me? That's not
Yeah,
good.
it's like, if you listen really closely, you could tell.
Bro, okay. Well, that's because it's probably playing through your headphones. Yeah. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I'm gonna repeat it. In Type Moon, Dawson, every single character has, like, a gimmick thing that they're into. Like, there's characters that really like to eat, and that's, like, a massive thing for them, or like to read books. Of course, they're more complex than that, but that's like that. It's that like when they show up in comedy skits or like spin-offs, that part of them oftentimes gets
Right.
exaggerated. Arcueid's thing is movies.
Damn, so that was a good idea.
Yeah, the movie theater.
Alright. Happy Heart Hotel. The darkness was really nice, and even though the sounds were loud, they weren't noisy. And having you next to me was also fun. But more than that, the subject matter was really good. I was surprised they go that far to make up a story. So detailed, my imagination was nothing like that. I was really moved. Is that so? Huh? You look like you don't agree. Was it boring? No, not really boring, just ordinary. There's way more interesting things than that. No way! That was really good, you know. Well, I guess movie experts like that kind of movie, but there's a ton of better ones. They're not out right now, but there are epics out there many times better than that. To be blunt, what we saw was pretty low quality. I'm surprised. It's so easy to read your expressions, Arcueid. I was surprised, but amazed. That Arcueid, he looked so not into it. I thought he was going to complain, but now she's like an excited kid. Too bad. If it was earlier, we could have seen a better movie. If I knew you would have liked it, I would have taken you. It's not so she thanks me, but I genuinely do want to make her happy. Oh, I see. I guess we don't have much luck. Yeah, we just keep missing the opportunities. Yeah, really. It would have been nice to see her happy, smiling face a little longer.
There's so many things I'm remembering. Jesus Christ.
Like what?
I can't say what I'm remembering because that's spoilers, but Jesus Christ. Oh my god, this story is like painful. It's painfully good, of course.
So to ease my hunger, I take us to a fast food restaurant. I don't even know if she eats this kind of food, but after Arcueid stares long and hard at the menu, she ends up ordering the same thing I did.
They're gonna wait 20 minutes for McDonald's.
For real. I sit down from across from her. Arcueid looks around quickly. She pops a french fry in her mouth like she's done it many times before. Oh, you seem pretty used to it. Maybe it's your first time. Yeah, this is the first time I've done it. I've known about places like these, but it was only from information sources. Just information. I see you watch the news, so I guess you read magazines too.
Magazines.
These aren't clips. They're
Mags.
mags.
Mags. They're mags.
You fucking imbecile.
Watch my clips.
Watch my clip. Watch my clip.
You buffoon. What you have there are not clips. These are mags.
These are mags, you fucking idiot.
Nico L.
He's always an L, bro. Anyways, on this information, I see you watch the news too. News, so I guess you read magazines too. Not quite like that. I just need knowledge to fit in with the times, right? So when I wake up, I study the information at that time and then go into action. Well, it's usually over in a few days, so it usually ends up being useless. She says things that are hard to understand like this from time to time. What does it end up useless? Because I go to sleep right away. I don't know how many years later I wake up the next time, so I can't use much of what I remember. After it is over, all I do is sleep. But maybe I've been missing out. I only knew the word through those sources.
The world.
Shut up! I knew about how people would gather like this, but I never experienced it. I see, but isn't knowing just enough? Just now you ordered some food like it was perfectly natural. Of course, I studied so I can act that way. But that's all. Experience is far greater than theory. Even when I know about zillions of things, it's useless if I've never done them. Arcueid sighs. Is that so? I think some people say theory makes up for a lack of experience. That's something those who only know theory say. I used to think that way until just recently. Arcueid's expression starts to cloud. For some unknown reason, I don't like seeing her face like that. Is that so? I think there's just those for whom theory can make up for lack of experience, and those for whom experience trump. Trump's theory. There's a lot of people out there in the world, so not everyone is the same. Wow, you really got deep and serious, Shiki.
What?
The fuck?
I didn't hear any of that, Dawson.
Oh, I just read. Did my internet cut out?
Something did, but you were just like, I said something and then you weren't responding. Next thing you're like, Shiki.
But yeah, I did read all of this. Hopefully
Okay.
it didn't like mess up the
Record it.
recording.
But, yeah, they're getting high concept now. This is important to the story, by the way.
Great. More important storyline. Wow, you got really deep and serious, Shiki. Hey now, Arcueid-san. You're the one who started being all serious. I was just going along. Don't kill a conversation like that. Since you're telling me all that stuff about yourself. Yeah, I know. You always listen to me when I want to talk. You always yell at me, but you listen to me when it's serious. Ha ha ha. Arcueid laughs brightly. That's what she thinks anyway. But I think such a genuine smile suits her best. I was thinking about what you said earlier. I really am narrow-minded. I can't really see anything else after I make up my mind. Not needing anyone but myself. I'm the only one who's right. I can only think in those terms. That's right. There are a lot of hearts out there, so there's a lot of people who can do easily what I can't. She somehow seems very gentle as she contemplates. But even if I contemplate it, my personality won't change. I like this me the best, and I believe it is the correct way. She smiles as she says those courageous words. Then she looks around like before and takes a bite of her hamburger. Chomp!
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 Chomp! Chomp!
As if to erase any image of her being a vampire, Arcueid chows down on her junk food. How come? Seems impossible to look elegant while eating a hamburger, but Arcueid makes it look beautiful. What? Staring at me like that. Is this not how you eat it? Or her hurriedly puts her hamburger back on her tray. She then wipes her mouth with a paper napkin. But even that simple action seems so elegant. No, it's right. It's right, but it's strange. In your case, it doesn't suit you, so you don't do it. I don't even know why.
Don't eat hamburgers.
Don't eat hamburgers.
Don't eat hamburgers, because you're
white. I don't even know why I say that.
White people shouldn't eat hamburgers, even though they like invented them.
They weren't meant for them. They weren't meant for white people. They were meant for
white people.
White people.
Don't chew the. He will chew your penis like a hamburger, not like a lollipop. Dawson, your Wi-Fi just cut out. You like left the call for a second.
What?
You left the call for a second. Your Wi-Fi glitched out.
Great. I didn't know.
But did you hear what I said about the hamburger?
Yeah.
You guys, hopefully people watching this have seen that video. It's peak.
Yeah.
He's not your friend. He's going to eat it like a hamburger, not like a lollipop. He's not your friend.
He's not your friend. I don't even know why I say that as I chomp on my hamburger like a hamburger should be eaten. Oh. What do you mean it doesn't suit me? It's an image problem.
Just because I'm white.
That small mouth of yours isn't fit to eat fast food.
Jesus Christ.
So you can have my share.
But one thing it is fit for is his meat.
Bro.
I mean, if the dream sequence proved anything.
Yeah. I put my french fries on her tray. I really don't know what I'm doing at all. I don't want them. I don't feel like eating just those. After saying that, she brings the hamburger to her mouth once more. She might be worried about my stare. She
Holy
eats it
crap,
more normally.
lag.
Well, I can live with that. But a hamburger-eating vampire? All living things need nutrition to live, so they eat. Before, Arcueid declared she doesn't drink blood. So in order to gain that nutrition, does she eat food just like us normal humans? Hey, Arcueid. What? You mean No, I wasn't gonna criticize you. I just had a question, if that's okay. Sure, what is it? You're a vampire, right? Then I was wondering, maybe if food for you was only blood. Her eyes widened. I knew it! It was a rude question. Even Arcueid's facial expression just getting angry or not. Hey, Shiki, normally I don't eat food. Certainly eating like this allows me to move on my own, but it's more of a mental thing. For me to eat, in other words, taking in nutrition, is a different process than one you have. I do have an appetite, or
Appetite.
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 Appetite. But
Appetite.
maybe it's more akin to lust. If I don't eat, I get irritated, but since I don't put much priority on it, inversion impulses rarely happen. She easily denies the blood as food theory. Yeah, that's what it is. She really seems to be okay with not drinking blood. I see. That's good. Arcueid isn't someone that kills humans to feed. It really is a good thing. Jeez. If Arcueid just said from the beginning, I'm a vampire that doesn't suck human blood, then would have agreed to help her from the start. Hey, wait a minute. You don't call that a vampire? You do. Even you can't resist eating for one day, right? For those vampires who are true ancestors like me, the highest class of food, the thing that can satisfy our desires the most, is blood. So in order to live and fulfill our desires, we can substitute blood with other things. But when it comes to the dead apostles, vampires that were originally human is a different matter. In order to maintain their existence, they need the blood of others. In other words, this is why you satisfy your hunger is blood, but you said you hated drinking blood. So just like other who don't like certain food, you hate the taste of blood? I take a guess at satisfactory simplification for the long explanation she gave. However, seems like I was a little off. I don't know. I don't know what blood tastes like. Huh? I told you I'm not a full vampire. Not knowing the taste of blood, I still don't know that. All I know is to drink human blood is to refuse to recognize them as people. She looks away, not even trying to look at me. Hey Shiki, what if birds or fish have the same amount of intelligence as a lifespan as you did? Could you eat them? Could you justify it to yourself by saying no matter how much intelligence they have, they are still food? And then eat them? No, could I eat them? I don't know, but first off, I try and eat other food, things that don't have intelligence. See? Just like that. That's why I hate the thought of drinking blood. Well, maybe there are the likes and dislikes, as you said, too. If I could, I'd like to avoid the sight of blood. But yes, if humans didn't have the same worth, intelligence, or values than I did, then maybe I would drink blood. Isn't providence of nature taking the lives of other things to protect your own? Right? Arcueid asked me for agreement. But that even if Arcueid says it, I can only deny it. I don't want to agree to that. Certainly that may be true, but in the first place, humans are like you. So let's cut short this kind of conversation. I don't like talking about what ifs. Really? I like what ifs. Not knowing how things will turn out, yet still having hope for at least for that moment. What if? Then what if she drank blood like other vampires? Would we be talking like this? What's wrong, Shiki? Your face got dark all of a sudden. Do you have to go to the bathroom? Hey, you've come up with that.
I like when my face gets dark when I have to go to the bathroom.
Dark.
A dark aura surrounds me when I have to take a piss.
that aura is called the piss aura.
My sigma energy just expands when I need to take a shit.
Anyways.
This silent time.
Hey,
Anyways.
You come up with that when someone's thinking seriously? I sigh. Even though I'm seriously thinking about it, Arcueid doesn't seem to think much about drinking blood. Yeah, it doesn't concern me. Jeez, just mumbling to yourself like that. Trying to hide something isn't manly, Shiki. Arcueid looks like an angry cat again. I'm not really hiding anything. Besides, you're the one with all the secrets. You're just having fun saying things I can't understand. Having fun? I'm not trying to do that. I don't know where her bad mood went, but suddenly she calms down. She looks like she's uneasy with me nailing it on the head. Really? You really were having fun seeing me stumped like earlier? Do you like teasing, or is it secrecy? Well, we are two different kinds of life forms, so I don't care. That's not it. I was just trying to answer you. It probably looks like I'm hiding a lot of things because you never ask. So whatever I ask, you'll tell me? Yes. We are a team after all. Alright. Then as she wishes, I shall ask questions to clear things up.
Click whatever you're most curious about.
You know, Arcueid's enemy. What have... Enter 3 sizes?
Blah, blah, social stuff.
Okay. Here, I'm gonna save. I probably won't ever get a chance to talk with Arcueid in a fast food restaurant in the middle of the day like this again. So I'll ask not about vampires, but something more ordinary. Then I'll ask you, Arcueid, could you tell me a little bit about your interests, your past, and your 3 sizes? You want to know about that? You sure ask strange things, Shiki. It's not strange.
Those are like your different sizes of your like body, I'm pretty sure. And clothing and stuff.
You
I think.
Know about
I could
that?
be wrong.
You sure ask strange things, Shiki. It's not strange. I don't know anything about you, so it's natural I want to know about you. I feel the same way, perhaps, in that case. I don't mind. But interests in past, I don't have any of those. What the heck?
I just choked on my water, Jesus Christ. Oh. I'll wash it down with more water.
Wash water down with water.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You good, bro?
Yeah, sorry, it's hard, but nah.
But interests in the past, I don't have any of those. I've also never measured myself, so I can't tell you my 3 sizes. Never recorded my age.
Yeah, I was right.
Height
The
like
3
you guys
sizes
do.
was 8.
Never recorded my age or my height like you guys do. What do you mean? You never even wondered about yourself? No, it's not like that, but it wasn't ever anything I had as a priority. All I need is the ability to hunt dead apostles, vampires. But still, there were things that happened before you came to the city, right? I want to hear about those kind of things. Before I came here, that would probably be about 8 years ago then. At that time, I wasn't in this country, but some other country hunting a vampire. A vampire made its lair in a small French countryside village that became a ghost town. After 2 days, I found the enemy and dealt with the female dead apostle controlling the town. As if remembering something horrible, Arcueid closes her eyes and cuts off. 8 years ago? Then up until now, what were you doing, Arcueid? What was I doing? Just went back to my castle and slept. My duty is to hunt dead apostles. I have no other meaning for existence, so until another dead apostle stands out, there's nothing to do but continue sleeping, right? What? Continue sleeping? Does she mean literally? No, in the first place. Wait a minute. A castle? You mean that castle? I have trouble believing it. But don't tell me your place is like that Cinderella's castle? Cinderella's castle. Arcueid tilts her head like she doesn't get it. No, that's not really an appropriate expression. I mean, you're a, princess? Yeah, it seemed that way. A long time ago, I was told not to cut my hair and scolded to act more like royalty. Speechless. Come to think of it, that Nero guy always called her princess. But still, a royal princess? I still glanced at Arcueid. She's beautiful enough to take your breath away, but such a rambunctious person, a princess? She's not quite what comes to mind when I think of a princess. Well, at least you are selfish as a princess. I give a deep sigh. Hey now, I only said it because you asked. I don't respond like that. Her Royal Highness glares at me. Arcueid doesn't seem to think of herself as a princess either, so I think it's just best to forget about this. So angry, Arcueid resumes eating her hamburger. After she's finished and calmed down, we
Chomp.
Chomp!
Chomp, chomp.
After eating, do some window shopping on the main street, and end up heading towards my school for some reason. The sun starts to set. Ashley reaches Arcueid suddenly exclaims, "Let's go to the school you're attending," and I couldn't tell her no.
Can we get much higher? So high.
I've told you before, but we can't go inside. I skipped school today, after all. You're an outsider. I know. I won't cause you any trouble, so just relax. Arcueid peers at the school from the gate. Huh? Arcueid tilts her head. What's wrong? Something happened? I look at the school grounds behind her. Sorry.
Did you choke on?
I choke on fries.
Okay.
Anyways. Huh? This time I'm the one tossing my head. There's no sign of anyone on the school grounds. It's not even quite 6 o'clock yet. This time there should be a lot of athletic clubs still practicing. Shiki is saying there's no one here. I'm not sure why, but it really is no one here. I don't see anyone in the building either. Shiki, there's no one inside, you know. Arcueid stares upward at me. Somehow I'm pretty sure what she's trying to say. No way. I refuse her bluntly, but she doesn't listen to me. If there's no one there, then I can't get in trouble for going in. We came at a great time, didn't we? I told you, I don't want to. Wow, it's bigger than I thought inside. The school building is also really huge. It seems well suited for its task. That's strange. Arcueid's voice isn't coming from right near me, but from inside the school grounds. Shiki, this door won't open, so it's okay if I break it down? What blurring speed? Arcueid is already right next to a glass door with her arm cocked to break it. Why won't you listen to what people are saying? In all my strength, I dash towards the glass to prevent it from being broken by a big idiot.
Big idiot.
Yeah, you came over. She gives a smile as she was enjoying this. Is going to my high school this much fun? There's a lot of other better places I can take you, so let's get out of here. I don't think so. The place you always come to, it seems pretty fun. Arcueid gives him a
Place you always come to. Ow, my face. God, I forgot I nicked myself while shaving.
Arcueid gives a mischievous laugh and smiles devilishly. Freaky, I'm gonna go inside here. Can you kill the lock on this? Kill it? You wouldn't be less messy than if I did it. The way you slice something apart doesn't leave any cross sections that look like the action of a blade. Someone fights it later on, it'll just look like it fell apart on its own. Come on, come on. Put into the glass window by the hallway. Jeez, you're acting like a kid. I half lower my glasses. No, then a window with a line of the crescent lock would be crap. There conveniently is one. Taking my knife out of the pocket, I cut down the lock. No, not cut down, more like killing it. All set. Let's go in here. Holding open the glass window, we enter the school building.
This is another really important scene that we'll get back to later in the story.
Arcueid declares he wants me to guide her to my classroom first. Hey Shiki, what do you study here? What? Normal school stuff.
Normal school stuff.
History and a lot of deep studies into the culture of my country. To know about how things work, we study physics and math. We might go overseas one day. So we study English too. Really, taking you into account, I thought you were studying things like the best way to slice up people or how to use various blades. She says something pretty funny. Arcueid, you saying that even though you already know what kind of place this is, right? Hahaha, good job. She starts to clap. It's always hard to understand what she's thinking. Pate takes the cake. You're dragging me here? Just what the heck is she planning? Shiki, what is it? Suddenly looking serious like that. You really did have a reason for bringing me here, didn't you? No, there wasn't any reason.
Oh, not this song.
What is this song?
Oh, the song brings me pain.
There wasn't any reason. I just want to hear about this kind of place. This kind of place? About school? Yeah, you spend about half your day here, right?
It. No, the memories are coming back.
You spend about half your day here, right? Is there a use for all the knowledge and experiences you gain here? Are you just wasting your time learning things unnecessary for you? Huh? My question is the least understandable so far. For example, there's some skills you'll learn here that will never be used. Isn't that just a waste? Well, maybe it is a waste. I learned math, but we only use the simplest of math in our daily lives. I learn about this country's history in English, but I don't know if I'll ever use it. Oh, so you realize it then. But then why do you do such pointless things? Your time is so short, you don't have time to waste. No time to waste? Well, we don't have a specific goal, so we live pointlessly like this until we do. I can't believe it. Even though you know it's pointless, you make Something you live for. Yeah, I really can't believe it. Her voice is terribly hushed. I don't know why, of course. Something to live for, huh? That may be true. But are useless things that bad? Eh? Is it alright to do extra things? Even if I use what I learn only here, it still becomes a reminder of my days here. Some years later, there'll be a time when I'll just think, and I'll remember back and say, yeah, that's how it was back then, and give a better smile. So there's meaning in it. I don't get it. Those memories themselves are pointless. But you're saying there's fun in remembering them? Yeah, that's okay. People are designed not to remember painful things. But in the first place, the lives of humans are full of pointless things. Think of it, isn't life itself pointless? So I don't think about it too deeply. I think it's best to just fool yourself and live like you don't realize there's no meaning to life. You know, it's pointless, yet you do it. I really don't get it. I can't do anything pointless. Even now, I haven't done anything that I don't need to. What are you saying? Wasn't this whole day full of pointlessness? Isn't your purpose hunting vampires? Then there's really no need for you to go walking around with me. That's true. I don't understand that either. I wanted to ask you because you don't seem to do anything but pointless things, and now I'm totally confused. Hey. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm only completely pointless person. Ah, yeah. I'm sorry, I understand what you're trying to say, Shiki. Humans are collective, so their worth isn't determined by the individual, but by the whole group. Even if an individual is mistaken, the group is correct, then it is forgiven. But as for us, we are solitary creatures, so we can't allow ourselves to be mistaken. We can't allow our wills to be influenced by anyone else. So that's why I was always taught to never do extra things. Quietly. She talks as if she was in a confessional. But no, I don't know anymore. For just a brief time, really only 7 days. I started to wonder if I was really right. Because it was so fun. Doing this, living like this, I never thought until now how happy it could make me. Arcueid? Maybe I broke down. Never been awake for this long until now. Maybe I'm already fast asleep dreaming all about all this. With empty eyes, Arcueid whispers these words. What? I can't speak. Her image flutters like a projected hologram. Broken? What do you mean? You look pretty normal to me. Maybe on the outside, but I'm different on the inside. Happiness and pain, all these extra feelings are becoming greater. I can't ignore things that I used to be able to in the past. It's broken, right? And also, I'm not normal. I'm different from Yoshiki. I'm a vampire. Saying that, she seems to laugh. Really, really faintly, as if hiding in the red of the setting sun. That's strange. It's just weird. This classroom, bathed in the red sun, a vulnerable-looking girl. This scene, it's not like you at all. Yeah, it's not like her at all. You're a vampire, so don't look so vulnerable, like you were just some ordinary girl. Things you can't ignore, having to do pointless things as if it's not causing trouble to anyone. Isn't it alright just to let it all go? I said not to think about yourself too seriously. I don't know what you're thinking about, but I don't see a problem. You're not causing trouble to anyone. Really? But you always yell at me, is that different? I'm an exception. I have the sin of killing you, so dealing with you is just karma. It's okay, because I'm doing it because I want to, so please don't think about the trouble you're causing me. Arcueid's expression clouds over. She makes that kind of a face that's a little troubling. She looks so weak, I want to embrace her. Please, Arcueid, get it straight now. It's true that you're selfish. You don't listen to other people and you're full of problems. But other than that, you're pretty normal. You're not broken. You're just like a normal girl. So smile. If you keep making that expression, it'll make me feel bad. That's pretty mean. Am I really that selfish? Arcueid looks at me suddenly as if studying my expression. I'm taking it back a little. Seems this princess didn't realize she was selfish. Ha 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 ha. What are you saying? If you take every bit of selfishness out of you, there'd be nothing left but bones. Just bones. What I'm saying doesn't quite make sense, but it seems very funny. Because even in my wildest dreams, I never imagined I would see Arcueid embarrassed over herself. Oh, she got mad. Shiki, you jerk. I was seriously discussing matters and you act so heartlessly. Like I said,
How could you be so
How could you be so heartless?
sorry. I couldn't resist it there, and I kind of messed up the beauty of the scene. But
I was thinking that too when I saw that. I thought,
oh my god, our brains are so ruined by Kanye.
how could you be so
And
heartless?
we're ruining this amazing scene for ourselves. I read it before I was a Kanye fan, though, so I could at least experience it then.
Like I said, didn't I say I was nice to everyone but you? So being mean to you now isn't anything new. Stifling my laughter, I look back at her. Loud hanging over her head is just first, and she has a genuine expression on her face which is much more like her. But I guess it's better for you to be lively. I'm a little relieved. Eh? Why are you relieved? Aren't you supposed to be heartless towards me? Oh yeah, that's right. I tilt my head questioningly. That's strange.
Okay.
I don't even know why
My
myself.
fucking brain.
How could you be so
So
heartless?
heartless. Kanye, why? Our Lord and Savior, yay! Jesus.
Me to
Keep
save
reading now.
him.
I'm doing it to the, I'm doing I'm making Kanye references to hold back the tears. Jesus Christ.
Before, I just didn't want to see her looking depressed, and I wanted to protect her. That's ridiculous. Without a doubt, she's pretty, and I know she's a good person. Also, it isn't boring to be with her, but no way can such a ridiculous thing be happening. Get a hold of yourself, Shiki. She's a vampire. That's pretty vague. Are you saying you don't understand yourself? Be quiet. It's alright if I don't understand myself. I've always been aware of how strange I am from the beginning. That's why my memories are always vague. Oh, I see. That's why you're always spaced out, Shiki. Arcueid nods to herself as if deeply understanding the matter. Having her take my excuse so seriously makes me wonder if maybe it is really true. Well then, we can't stay in this classroom forever. We should hurry up and leave before we're found by the teachers left in school. Come on, let's head out. There's nothing else to do here, right? Yeah, nothing else but Shiki? I throw her a questioning glance. She seems to be pondering her words and asks me a strange question. Shiki, do you enjoy things? Are you sick today or something? Don't make fun of me. I know a little bit about your body. Even you know it, right? It isn't strange for you to die at any moment. What? The scar on my chest almost feels like it's squirming. Humans die eventually. But in your case, death will come quicker than for other people. Her eyes are serious. But everyone has lines of death on them, so there are many places where they can die easily. It's not like I'm the only one who's very close to death. Answer me, do you ever have moments where you enjoy yourself even though you have such an unstable hold on life? You really are stupid. There's no way I can know that. But there's one thing clear to me. I almost died 8 years ago, and for a short while, probably when I was getting surgery at the hospital, I felt like I was in a dark place. Maybe it was a dream. Just at that time, I truly felt like I died. Like that place was truly death. I was extremely happy after my miraculous recovery. Then I met Sensei, and I was able to return to my normal life. Never realized it until I died once. But the world is so peaceful and such a fun place to be. They say pleasure can't be found in this life, but I think for humans, just living is good enough. That's why I can continue living like this even knowing it's all pointless. That's why. If someone asks me if I'm enjoying life, unless it's something really unforgivable, I can't help but answer that I am. No matter how much despair it is, I'm satisfied with just existing. That's something more certain than the nothingness of death. No one had to teach me that, but I still know that. Just being allowed to be here really is a wonderful thing. Isn't it? Isn't living enjoyable enough? Everyone, everything up until now was fun, so I can feel like living. Well, I guess this is how you can answer your question. I really can't say anything too profound. I've only been alive for 17 years. I see, so that is how your heart is. Just doing that is fun enough? That's true, even though you know something extra. You can't give it up because you enjoy it. I was scared of that and asked, but perhaps that might be a good answer. What? Are you still thinking about that thing from before? Yes, but for now, the hard feelings have faded. I can't stray off course until this vampire is defeated. Till then, we will fight together. Alright? He said, smiling. Till this vampire is defeated, huh? That's right. That was the relationship between us. Because today was just so normal, forgot about that most important fundamental fact. Hey, Arcueid, just without thinking, when this is all over, when we're done defeating this vampire before we part, can we do something like this just once more? This world's really head of my mouth naturally. Eh? What do you mean? I'm saying after your task is finished, let's do these pointless things one more time. In the end, we're here together because we agreed to help each other. So I was really wondering what would happen if we were to meet again without any responsibilities. We just met for no particular reason. That's not true. Just as friends, you're not thinking about her being a vampire at all. I thought it would make Arcueid happy if we created some normal memories like that. If you're too busy, if you're too busy, bro.
Dawson,
I
the
said
scene's supposed to be
busy.
emotional and you say beezy.
I'm sorry.
Kill yourself.
If you're too busy, then it's okay. I only thought of it as just now anyway. But that's really the opposite of how I feel. After her eyes widen in surprise, she nods. Okay, when everything's over, let's come here again, Shiki. Won't have any meaning, but I'm sure it'll be really, really fun. In the classroom bathed by the sunset, Arcueid smiles and makes a promise with me. In the end, when we go outside, the sun is already set. It's just past 7:30. A little early, but since we don't have anything else to do, we
Oh,
should start searching
is
for the
it this
vampire.
episode? Oh god. Dawson, you keep reading. I'm gonna go for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm just gonna mute my mic.
Well then, shall we begin, Arcueid? I turned around to face Arcueid, who was walking behind me. Wait, already? Didn't the sun just set? Yeah, but it wouldn't hurt to start earlier. We played around long enough today, so we'd be serious at night, right? Arcueid, let's stick to our decisions. You're strangely serious. If you're this serious, then why did you break our promise yesterday? Hey, I couldn't help that. I couldn't even move. Really, all intended to go before. Yeah, if Akia didn't stop me, probably would have gone ahead to the park in my condition. I see. Then let's do that. With a slightly empty expression, Arcueid says something I don't understand. Do it. You intend to go to the park, right, Shiki? We still have time. So if you couldn't get it done yesterday, then isn't it okay if we do it now? She starts to run lightly. She really seems to be serious about going to the park. Hey, wait! Hey! I remove all my string so I don't lose sight of her. See, even though you were complaining, you still kept up, Shiki. Haha. Arcueid laughs. Idiot, if I left you alone, you'd bother someone else. I desperately try to catch my breath after running the whole way. I knew there would be a lot of people here now. It's a bit unsettling since I can feel the presence everywhere. Like I said, why won't you ever listen to what I have to say?
Back.
You hear your voice all the time. Oh, then you hear me. You just ignore me. That's worse. I don't ignore you. If I answer whenever you scold me, you just call me an idiot, so I stay quiet. Oh, then maybe I have a problem too? I still try to catch my breath. From my school to this park is roughly 6 kilometers. Even if it was a little jog, going that far is too much for a heart like mine. It's not that she was running all that quickly. Actually, she seemed to be running slowly. But probably because of the effects of my anemia, I don't feel too well. Are you okay, Shiki? You don't have to force yourself. Shouldn't you rest on that bench? I'll do that. Once I'm rested up, we'll go to the city again. Sheesh, I'm happy you're motivated, but it's still too early. Nero was like that too, but vampires don't move around unless it's their time. Since they don't move around until they sense deep night, it's okay to kill a little time here. So, no. That's how it was, and she could have told me earlier. Sitting on the bench, I stared at the clock aimlessly. Just past 9 o'clock. People all around have gone away and the night deepens quickly. For some reason, Arcueid doesn't sit down, but paces back and forth as if she was bored. Time is the only thing which passes by. A quiet night. It's completely different from 2 nights ago, and there isn't a single cloud in the sky. The bright, pure moonlight illuminates the park in Arcueid. Moonlight, if it was bright, if it was as bright as this back then, maybe I could have seen that bandaged man's face. Wait a minute. I jumped from the bench. Shiki? What's wrong? Did you see the dead? Arcueid rushes towards me. No, that's not it. I forgot something really important. It was really careless of me. I was attacked, yet I completely forgot about it all till now. Arcueid, I was attacked 2 nights ago by a strange person. Eh? A strange person? What kind? Well, that is... I calmed down and described as clearly what can happen last night. Yeah, that's how it was. Finished my explanation, I read Arcueid's expression. From when I started until now, her eyes remained sharp without any gentleness. So what is it, Arcueid? That bandaged man and that person wearing those robes like some priest, are they enemies of yours? Yes, both of them are enemies. I don't know who the bandaged man is, but that woman wearing those Catholic robes I have an idea about. She narrows her eyes as she was in a bad mood. No, she looks less like she was in a bad mood and more like she's irritated. You may know the person who helped you, Shiki. Man, if it's really her, she'll probably be able to find the enemy before me. She bites her lip vexedly. Wait a minute. I didn't say that person was a woman, though. No, there's no mistake. That woman is the only agent given authority to hunt heretics alone and uses black keys that combine the cremation rite and the steel shell effect. Her irritability is almost like hostility.
You you already learned about this earlier, by the
Yeah.
way. Because
I
that bad end.
Yeah, the bad end. They
It'll
said the
probably cut
exact
out.
same thing.
Yeah.
Sorry,
We use text to save some time.
I have yet to tell you about something else that's very important. I think it's learned before, but vampires alone making this clear in this downturn. Humans and their minions, right? At the same time, they try their utmost to conceal their existence. Even though victims appear, they use various magical techniques to make things appear not out of the ordinary. You know why? Well, it's because humans aren't stupid. If they find out monsters like that exist where they live, they attack them. Even though humans are weak, they have to do things like they do things. They do have things like police, so they might be able to do something. Well, I guess that's true, but police are only a law enforcement group against humans. We don't consider them at all. But it's correct to say that vampires hide their presence for the sake of self-preservation. See, there's a natural enemy of the vampires. The group is something like professional killers that now have the power to balance in their favor. It's true for other transcendent species, but especially for vampires, it's fatal for them to reveal themselves. Even if a vampire made a secret kingdom in a village somewhere in the mountains all away from all civilization, this natural enemy would definitely notice if victims keep increasing. Vampires exploit the humans in secret for no other reason than self-preservation. The vampires hide their dead victims' bodies, not out of fear of human society finding out, but in fear of these natural enemies discovering them. Huh? The natural enemy of vampires? Yet another group of monsters I don't know about. For a guy like me, I just want all these natural things to stop appearing. What are you saying? Their natural enemy is without a doubt you humans. Natural enemies? Us? Yeah. Starting from a long time ago, humans used many kinds of magic, the occult, magical ceremonies to create an organization and started to eliminate primates other than humans. The greatest of these is Christianity, the pride of Vatican, the exorcists. The Catholic Church always viewed non-humans as impurities, but vampires are considered the most dangerous. There are many religious groups in the world, but the Catholic Church looks at vampires with more hostility than the rest. You know, it's almost an obsession. They're so insane, I don't even want to mess with them. Arcueid looks at his side. The one who helped you was a member of an elite organization that hunts heretics. This group, the Burial Agency, is part of the church. They use their own strength rather than law to deal with the traditions to Christianity. These hidden exorcists are more like professional killers. Priests that go around exterminating vampires, huh? So fitting, I'm not really sure what to say. Then they aren't like us.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
This burial agency is a group whose purpose is to hunt vampires too. Can't we search together? That won't work. For them, it's just enough. It's enough that someone is a vampire. To them, non-human primates are just evil. It doesn't matter if they suck blood or not. This exorcist may have even just came here to steal me rather than fight the vampire who lives in the city. Selling irritated, Arcueid starts to pace back and forth again. Things have gotten quite complicated. Arcueid's enemy is sought after by both a vampire and a group that hunts vampires. What is this? Then doesn't that mean she's all by herself? Thinking aloud, I watch Arcueid as he paces back and forth. Under the white moonlight, Arcueid appears to be dancing a solitary waltz. The hand of the clock ticks by. It's been 2 hours since we came here. Whew! Started to settle down and there's nobody around now. Night starts to deepen. Arcueid, is it alright now? Yeah, it's alright. She agrees with me, but she doesn't really seem enthused yet. You've been acting strange since before, Arcueid. Is there something wrong? Not really. I was just concerned about that banished man you told me about. Arcueid sighs as he ponders to herself. Oh, that's right. Tsukihime, that's right, someone hit me on here. Hit on me here. Oh. Huh? I'm saying some guy started to talk to me here. No, I heard you. I thought you said you were thinking about that banished man, though. That's why I remembered. Just like when you were attacked, someone started to talk to me. I see. Well, that's good. Just looking from the outside, you are a beautiful person, so you're waiting around by yourself. It is entirely natural for a guy to talk to you. I give a serious response. Sometimes a little too honest. You think so? I thought it was an enemy at first, but I remember you saying something before how I always stand out. So after studying him briefly, I thought he was just a human. Wait a minute. Don't tell me you did something to the guy trying to hit on you? No, I didn't do anything. I just talked with him a little bit and made him forget about it. But if I didn't remember what you said, I might have. I see. Good job, Arcueid. I guess even you can make distinctions. Of course. It would have to take someone like you to make me angry. She says this with some amusement. Well, it's natural for someone to get mad if they were killed. I sighs a glance around the park. A month ago, if those serial murders never started occurring, there would still be young couples around and the figures of students hanging out. But now the only ones talking here are me and Arcueid. I calmly think about my current situation. Since when did Tonoshiki step up into the path of such a world? Ah, hey, see? Arcueid suddenly calls out to me. What, did something happen? Yeah, see? Look at the clock. It's time. She points to the park's clock while giving a full smile. Looking, it's 10 o'clock now. The promised time. The promise backed only by words to meet here at 10 o'clock at night. Last night. The promised time I couldn't keep. My words get stuck in my throat. Why does such a trivial thing suddenly cause my chest to tighten? Why does such a trivial thing make her so happy? I really don't understand. I spent all day with her today, but it never felt like she was really a vampire. Let me ask you something. Stop it, Cheeky. Yeah, what is it? Are you... Don't ask her that. Am I what? Really a vampire? What kind of answer are you hoping for? A vampire? What's with that all of a sudden, Cheeky? It's not all of a sudden. I was just thinking. I look away. Huh? I can't tell if you're really stubborn or not. I don't really mind, but that's pretty insulting. Tell me what you're asking that. There's no reason, but at the same time, there's no real proof she's a vampire either. So, well, you said you don't even like to see blood. What kind of vampire is that? You said you weren't a full vampire, but a vampire that hasn't sucked blood isn't a vampire, is it? That's not it. Isn't that Tonoshiki deep inside wishes she wasn't a vampire? Shiki. Stand up.
Shiki, stand up. Shot town, stand up.
Arcueid approaches the park bench. I stand up. Our eyes meet. We're about 2 meters apart. Arcueid gives a huge sigh and suddenly grins. I guess you're right. Even thought about it myself. And what is Arcueid Brunstad really a vampire? Uh-huh. She laughs. That's a relief. Thought this question would insult her, but thankfully she doesn't seem to have taken it as a joke. Yeah, you really don't look like a vampire at all. Haha. Then shall we try? She says this still smiling. Try eh? Shall we see if I can really drink blood? If I could you give me a prize, Shiki? What? With that smile still on her face, she takes a step closer. Tap, tap. Her footsteps echo in the air. I know she's joking. Still, I can't move at all. What? But I can't even finish. It's not our power, but me who stops. Closer. One step. Another step. Looking down bit by bit. You're not even able to lift a single finger and transfixed by your lips. What? Full vampire, but a sweet voice that seems to echo in the back of my head. Another step and the footsteps stop. You know, drinking blood is very easy. I heard that voice right by my ear. Right. Her body weight presses up against me. My throat freezes and I can't even speak. I can only feel her breath on my neck. It's hot like a burning fire. I stop calling her name. In my own will, I stop, because I know if I call her name, she'll pull away. Her breath is so close. Her white fingers on my shoulders are trembling. She's scared. My mind is blank and I'm not scared at all. But Arcueid is the only one shaking. I can't see her face, just the swirling of her breath around my neck and the feeling of her trembling body against mine. Changes from a weak breeze to a heavy breathing. Arcueid? It was supposed to be a joke. Her voice shakes. The fingers on my shoulders cease their trembling. Instead, they dig into my shoulders like a bird's talons. Gah.
You laughing? Jesus Christ, Dawson! You're like maniacally laughing like you're wanting Shiki to get his blood stuff.
Pain gasp escapes me, but her claws do not let up. They sink in as if not allowing me to escape. I'm sorry, I guess I joked around too much. I'm sorry, can you let go? Shiki. Her fingers don't move. This isn't good. My mind screams in warning and I gather up all my strength. My arms move to push her away. Before that, pain shoots through my shoulders. My arms can't move at all. Her vice-like grip on my shoulders causes my arms to go numb. I can feel her breath grow even wilder against my neck. Maddening. Her teeth almost touch my neck. No! After the grip increases one more time from her white fingers, Arcueid flies back, practically screaming. Panting fills the air. Hard breathing echoes through the park. My ragged breathing, Arcueid trembling breaths. Shiki! Her entire body shaking, she gasps to stuck the entire atmosphere as she stares in disbelief at her two hands. Her white fingertips are now dripping with my blood. The redness flows from her fingers to her palms and then along her arms. She looks at it and seems to be on the verge of collapse. Arcueid just now was... I call out to her. Looking up from the blood on her hands, she meets my gaze. Shiki? Yeah, I'm here. This now was a joke, but it seems like it went a little far. Say that one to let this end just as a joke, but I guess it didn't work out. Her eyes lose sanity. Got very thirsty. Her convulsions become deeper. Even now, she seems like she'll crumble to the ground. Please go home, Shiki. Hey, Arcueid? With that, she starts to run. She disappears fast. Not like she ran before, where she was taking me into account. With a speed I couldn't even match if I sprinted with all my strength, she vanishes into the night towards the city. What? She thinks I can just go back after seeing her like that? That idiot, where's she going when she's in that much pain? Can't just go back home. Even though I don't know where to find her, I start to run after her into town. I don't see her anywhere. The city is too big and it's nearly impossible for a single person to track her down when she leaves no trace behind. I'd be much more likely to find her if I predict where she's going to
Oh
go, rather than
god, the
following her.
scene. Dawson, this following scene's gonna be hard to read. Um, Save.
Okay, well,
God, what this? Um,
so,
just look in the commercial district.
why?
Trust me.
Okay.
I want to cut this episode down a bit. I just want to get this over with.
Yeah. I'll search the
uh,
shopping district.
Not that I'm having a bad time reading this with you, but I'm saying that this specific scene, I just want to get to it and just rip off the band-aid.
Okay. Even though she was in so much pain, she's not the kind of person to rest because of it. She told me to go back. In other words, she was saying she wouldn't be going back. I think she plans on finding the vampire by herself. Then I'll go to the shopping district and find the vampire or the dead before she does. Arcueid can't find them, but if I can if I spot the dead if I take off my glasses. Alright, taking off my glasses and grimacing from the slight headache, I run to the shopping district. Ugh, the pain races through my forehead. I'm not particularly concentrating on looking for lines, but it seems running through town with my glasses on is a huge burden on my brain. Damn it, I'm still not finding anything. All the people walking through the shopping district have normal lines on them. I don't see anyone painted with the disjointed scribbles I saw before. Ow. I rub my temples with my fingers. As long as I have my glasses off, this headache will only get worse. But still, I can't give up this easily. Taking a deep breath, I start to run through the shopping district once more. I start to pant from exertion. The exhaustion from running coupled with the pain in my head makes me nauseous. No matter many times I run around, I can't find any dead or anything out of the ordinary. Lifting up my hand to my forehead, I feel feverish heat. It really does feel like I have a high fever. Damn it, I'm not done yet. Tell myself this as I start to run once more. And then, not here, but somewhere farther away. In the narrow alley between two buildings, I can see something like sparks flying in the air. No, more accurately, it feels like the points of death are shooting forth and disappearing. There's no mistake. It's exactly the same as when Arcueid defeated the dead before. She, in that condition, is fighting by herself. Found her. Forgetting my pain and weariness, I dash towards the alley. The entrance to the alley. I run to the narrow path between the buildings. Death is flying through the air and fading away. How many is she fighting? There's an enormous amount of it. Ugh, I can hardly bear it. As I run into the alley, my spine groans in protest. Heck, as if a saw was slowly but surely slicing through my spine, a pain works its way from inside me. My instincts scream at me. They say where I'm going is too dangerous and I have to go back. Shut up. But that goes without saying. The amount of death there is normal. Inside, I know something terrible is happening inside this alley, but I can't turn back now. I can't leave Arcueid alone. If I run away here, she might go off and die. I can't shake off that feeling, and I enter the alley filled with death. What? My mind freezes. What I see is surreal. Scattered all across the ground are the figures of numerous people. Faceless, limbless, their stomachs sliced open, their corpses bathed entirely in crimson. The wall, the ground, even the moon overhead. Everything here is just red. A dull, sickening sound. The last human shape full of lines expires from her hands. With a single hand, she smashes the head of the dead into the wall, squishing it like a tomato. As if not satisfied, she tears the headless body vertically in half and smashes it onto the ground. Arcueid. The world is only filled with red in the moonlight. In the center of it all stands Arcueid. She doesn't notice I am here. She only looks up at the moon, in a trance and breathing heavily. I can't speak. The pain inside me reaches a feverish pitch. Seems like the saw is cut all the way through. Creak, creak. My entire mind is screaming. I shouldn't be here. I don't want to die, it shouts. Then Arcueid's eyes suddenly shift. Her eyes aren't her usual crimson, but a golden flare. It's not that our eyes have met. It's just that I looked at those eyes. Thump. My blood races through my entire body and my mind is jolted. At first, a sense of overwhelming crisis. I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be in front of that thing. It will kill you. You can't stand up to it. That creature is on an entirely different level. Not a matter of higher or lower, but something beyond evaluation. Before that thing, just being there means death. Thump. My entire body throbs. At first it was fear, then a desire to kill. Because that thing shouldn't exist. So kill it. Hurry up and kill it. Kill it here. Kill it now. In the name of this blood, take that thing here and destroy it. My heart pounds furiously. I know there's no way I can face it, but my entire body screams for me to kill it. What contradiction? Is it telling me to kill it even though I know it's going to kill me? Is it telling me I don't want to be killed, so kill instead? Gah. No, I'm not here. Those eyes, I must not look into those golden eyes. I know this, but I can't escape her eyes. Thump, thump, my blood boils, the stimulating throb of my blood. But there's something else that tries to burst through my consciousness. Ugh, why do I want to kill? Are you going to kill before getting killed because you don't want to die? No, that's not a reason. There's no reason. There's no need for a reason to kill. Be honest, Tono. Already from a long time ago, you wanted to take this woman and... Shut up. No, your reasoning conscious should shut up. That's how it should be. I just want her. I want Arcueid. Remember the feeling from that time. You knew from the first time you saw her. Since that time, you killed that creature with your hands and lost your virginity as a killer. Yes, I want all of it. Her heart, her body, her tears, her saliva, her blood, her flesh, sin, and punishment, desire, and impatience. Ha! My breathing is out of control. I can't...
I know what's gonna happen, you don't, so...
Is there gonna be, like, gore or something?
No. Keep reading.
Okay. My breathing is out of control. I can't get a grip on my mind. Her eyes are consuming me. The swaying golden eyes. That is, something that cannot be killed no matter how much I kill. Shiki? Arcueid realizes I'm here. As soon as she sees I am fixated to her eyes, she changes them to their crimson color. But by now it's far too late. I bring out my knife and push Arcueid down. Her powerless body is easy to push. I straddle her, one arm around her neck, the other arm holding my knife over her head. All that's left is to strike... What? Okay. Just... Calm down. This isn't what you want, Shiki. Didn't hear her voice. The core of my brain starts to overheat. Shut up. My arm tightens around her neck.
This part might be harder to read for you. I'm gonna have to censor it, but...
She painfully lifts her chin. I can't believe it. With all her strength, you can't even free this one arm right now. Shiki, breathing painfully, Arcueid coughs out my name. Thump. My heart beats hard in my chest. I pant and pant. My breathing is out of control. My vision is blurry and indistinct. There's fire inside of me. I have to release it right away. Panting, I slowly start to move. I move my hips down her stomach. Threading her legs, I press myself between them. What? She looks at me uncertainly. That look makes my head pound. Panting and panting, swelling, my shaft. What? I'm not reading that.
You can stop reading aloud for right now. You need to read this because it's kind of important story-wise, unfortunately. But
Right.
you don't need to read it out loud. Go back to full screen.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You're having the correct response, the intended response by the author.
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah. You'll learn more about Nanaya
Oh no,
later.
what the fuck?
You mean Nanaya. You'll learn more about that later.
Nanaya?
Yeah, it's complicated. It's Type Moon.
Okay.
In short, it wasn't it wasn't Shiki's fault.
Rampaging inside me, I've also disappeared, and I finally start to comprehend what I just did. What if I can't believe it, but the memory is all too clear. How I pushed her down. How I choked her and held my knife over her. The disgraceful things I did afterwards. I don't know what to say. Arcueid adjusts her clothes and stands up. I don't know how to apologize. Just saying sorry. How can that make it up? Arcueid, don't worry about it. I'm the one who should apologize. She looks away uncomfortably. Huh? What are you saying? I was the one who did something wrong. If only I had been stronger, that would have never happened. No, I don't think it was something you could have resisted because you saw my mystic eyes. Huh? Mystic eyes? Like Nero's eyes? Exactly. I wasn't sane earlier. I was so thirsty I couldn't control myself. That's why I found some of the dead and tried to replace that urge with the urge to destroy to stave it off. Back then, I was unable to hold myself back, so that's why you saw my mystic eyes when you came. Certainly, I felt odd from the time I saw your golden eyes, but that's just that. I, with my own will... No, that's wrong. Shiki, my mystic eyes of enchantment completely captivate whoever looks upon them. I think that's why you started to feel all those desires. That cannot be right, because even if she wasn't controlling me, I might still like her. Anyway, this was all because of my carelessness. I'm sorry, Shiki. I manipulated your body without any regards to...
Oh my god, Hisui's true ending's gonna fuck you up. Hisui's true ending's gonna fuck you up. I'm sorry.
Okay. Manipulated your body without any regards to your feelings. Her gaze shifts away as she says this. Being apologized to like this hurts my heart, because I didn't feel like I was manipulated at all. Rather, it seems like I used it to obey my own lust. Arcueid, don't apologize. Shiki, this was all an accident. I'll forget about it, so please forget about it too. I think it's better for the both of us that way. Saying that, she starts to walk quietly. Arcueid? I think this is enough for tonight. I killed all those dead tonight, so it's probably useless to search any further. That's fine, but what do we do with that mound of dead bodies? If someone finds it, there will be trouble. There's no need to worry. Once something becomes a vampire and dies, it won't leave a trace. Those who refuse to return to the earth become ash to be scattered in the wind one side of the eye. They will return and disperse on their own in a while. Without turning around, she disappears from the alley with weak steps. I can't stop her now. I still feel the sensation of Arcueid on both my hands. Idiot! What a stupid idiot I am! I groaned to myself. In the alley, which became a stage of tragedy, I look up at the moon in remorse. Vermilion
Save.
Crimson Moon 2.
This is the last day, I believe. So, Dawson, I think we're gonna cut off this episode here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That scene was fucking crazy. I don't like...
This episode was crazy.
Yeah.
A lot happened. We had some deep talks. And then it ended on an interesting note. Dawson, just speak what you're gonna say. Your thoughts on the episode.
What the fuck?
This isn't the worst thing that happens in the VM, by the way.
You're joking!
uh,
No.
the other ones are more fucked up, but they don't show them. Oddly enough, they can be more fucked up without showing anything. uh,
What? How is it? How can it be more fucked up? I don't even know.
it's a lot. I don't.
I don't even know.
Again, Hisui's true ending fucked me up. Your reaction to this is so extreme. I don't even want to know what Hisui's true ending's gonna do to you, but actually, I do want to know. But
I'm probably just gonna be surprised, like super surprised.
yeah, yeah, I imagine.
What
But
happened to the
Dawson,
goat? What happened?
next, nothing happens. Oh, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. Because anything I could say is kind of a spoiler involving that whole situation.
Situation.
But situation, yes. The far side rats are fucking crazy. um, how do I begin? Dawson.
What?
Next episode, I'm pretty sure is the last one
Right.
for this route. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
explain to you, not the last one for this route, because I'm gonna mention something. I'm gonna have you read the next episode by yourself.
Okay. Why?
Because I realize it's hard to be emotionally vulnerable when you're in a call.
So
And
essentially, you're saying for a better reaction out of me, you want me to.
yes, and the ending is one that I want to see like a genuine like emotional reaction to because of it's just that good. But that's just the true ending. After that, that'll be the end of that episode, and then we might have an episode or two dedicated to bad ends that we're gonna do, and I'll be there with you for those because
Okay.
those are a bit harder to do.
We're just gonna do all the bad ends for this route, and then we're gonna
Yes,
head on to the
but
next one.
also after all the maybe before or after all the bad ends, you're gonna get the alternate ending to the true ending, which is the good ending, which you only unlock after you've completed the true ending.
Right.
So the choice for that ending unlocks after that. We can do it after all the bad ends if you want, because that could be a good place to do it.
Yeah,
or you could do it before.
Episode
Doesn't
11
matter.
can just be like a cat. We can just do the bad ends and then that.
All the extras, yeah.
Yeah. All the
You could
extras
just
for
edit
this route.
It might be a bit long. It might be like a 3-hour episode or something. But
Damn.
whatever it is, we just go through like all the bad ends and then maybe end it off with the good end.
Yeah.
That's probably a good place to end it there. And then we're done with this route.
And then we head on to CLs.
CLs, yes. So, that's the main stuff. CL's route is CL's route as fucked up as this one? Or, I don't know. I don't know how to rate it. There are different kinds of fucked up. There's so many different kinds. CL's route's really good. Actually, no. CL's route also is really fucked up.
Damn.
Oh, especially that one bad ending. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So, CL's route might be a bit quicker than this one because we're gonna skip a lot of the early content since literally just the first half of CL's route is identical to Arcueid's route.
Huh. Oh well, yeah. So you get to that part of the dream where you say it's either a dream or it wasn't. I think.
Yes. There, but even then, the scenes after that are like really similar to Arcueid's, and then there's just a point where it just goes completely different. Like right after the narrow fight.
Wait, there's a narrow fight in CL's route?
Yeah, this exact same narrow fight.
Even
though the
Arcueid?
choice that make the choice that puts with Arcueid. Arcueid is in CL's route.
Okay.
Even though the choice to get onto her route is earlier, once you make that choice, you don't actually see the difference until later. It's kind of like the butterfly effect in a way. But the difference is only slight until like after the narrow fight, then it's like super different.
Huh.
Even then, I think CL's route is a bit slow personally. I know a lot of people really love the second half of her route. I'm not the biggest fan personally, but don't let that discourage you from liking it. if you end up enjoying it. It's crazy though.
Once I finish this game, I can do like a route tier list.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, or a character tier list as well. We could have a big like conclusion video where you do all the different tier lists, character tier list, route tier list, whatever. Just to hear more of your genuine thoughts on the novel as a whole. This novel is about half the length of Fate total.
Damn, bro.
This novel is half the length of Fate.
Dude, look at this. This is the amount of scenes we have left in her route.
Yeah. Well, some of those are bad end, or well, if you look at it in a straight line, that's how many scenes there are. There's also alternate ends, bad end stuff. But that's the last day. That's day 10. There's a lot that happens in that day. I don't... Is it day 10 or is there a day 11 as well? I guess you'll see, but I think that's the last day. And even then, even if it isn't the last day, whatever, you get to read 2 episodes in a row by yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
Tsukihime is an interesting starting novel. It was their first release, and the nice thing about it is, at least visually and audio-wise, like everything's up from here.
Good.
Takeuchi's art only improves. Story-wise, debatable. People really like Tsukihime. I do too.
I like it.
It's a lot more personal than other Type Moon works, I feel.
I like Tsukihime so far.
I love Tsukihime. My favorite? No. But I love it anyways. Still, like, I'd give it like a solid 9 out of 10. I'm a Type Moon stan. But like Fate's an 11, I'd say Tsukihime's a 9, Hollow Hyraxia's a 10, Witch on the Holy Knight's a 10. I don't have anything. Okay, I actually do have some stuff below 8, but
like what?
Fate Apocrypha.
Isn't that the one with Astolfo?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Fate Apocrypha. It's fine. It introduces some like cool characters and it has good ideas. They just don't use them well.
They just don't execute the idea very well.
Yeah. That's also how I feel similarly about CL's route, but other people feel differently about that. So, yeah, I'm just a CL hater. Sorry, don't let that affect your opinion. don't let my opinions of CL in her route cloud your mind. Okay.
My opinion on her, she's like a weirdo. She's sniffing.
She's sniffing people. No, I'm not talking about my opinion, personality, and my opinion on how she's executed. I'm not a hater, okay? That's not the good way to put it. She's well written. I'm just, compared to the other characters in the story, she's my least favorite.
Right.
But there are big CL fans out there. No disrespect to CL fans. They're chill. But, yeah. That's it. That's it, bro.
Guys. That's it, guys.
That's episode 9. You need to send me... Yeah, that's all, folks.
Alright, see you later, guys. Bye-bye.